Okay, so this is the next part that we'll be making. It is the retaining, I guess, nut or circle, retaining circle for the large acrylic disc that we just made. So you can see it's not going to be too bad to make. We're going to have some circle and then another circle and then some more circles. So a lot of circles. So excuse me. It just comes down to how we want to dimension things. So this is the part that I made. Like I said, pretty straightforward. We're going to do a bunch of circles, then we'll extrude that back out, and then we'll bring that into, then we'll extrude cut down into it. So let's go ahead and make a new part. We'll go to New, Standard Millimeter.ipt part file. We'll start sketching this out. So I'm going to have to bounce back a couple times to get my dimensions. So just hold on with that, please. So, alright, so we have an outer diameter, excuse me, of 20 millimeters. Zoom back in. We'll do a circle across the middle, concentric with that larger circle. And then we're going to make that a diameter of 3.5. Oops. So diameter 3.5. And just so you know, you can use D as a shortcut command to get to dimension, so you don't always have to go up to your toolbar, or if you don't want to go into the menu right there. So we got that. We're going to make two more circles in line with this one. We're going to do a dimension from the center points, from the centers of the circles. That's going to be 5 millimeters. And that's going to be 5 millimeters. And they will be made so that they are equal. So up here in the constraint toolbar, this will be equal, will be equal to that, and this will be equal to that. So all three are constrained to be the same part, same dimension. So hit escape, get you out of the equal command, and we'll place two more circles. We're going to have one up here, and this dimension is going to be 1.7 millimeters, and the other one's over here. So what we can do is we can make a line across the center of this circle and create that as a construction line. If you click on the line and you click construction, that'll turn to construction. And like I said before, a couple of videos past, that's just merely there for referencing and geometric purposes. It's not to be extruded out or anything like that. It won't be recognized for those features. And then we'll go to the mirror pattern, click on the circle for the feature, and then the mirror line is that line that we just created. So click on that and then apply. You'll see it popped up over there. The nice thing about mirror is that any change in dimension to this one will update to the other one as well, and it keeps everything nice and symmetric. Alright, so I believe I had one more dimension here though. Yeah, okay. So this one, if I remember correctly, I dimensioned this out. I had measured with the part from the outside over there. So what I did is I took, to show off the function abilities of the dimension command, you click on the 20, that'll show up as D0. You divide that by 2 to get into a radius, and then you subtract 4.5 millimeters, which is the distance that on the actual part between the center point of the circle and the edge of the part, and that'll give you the 5.5. What's nice about that is if I update this to say 23, it's going to change the dimension based on this dimension, so it's always going to keep it referenced the same in scale. So we're going to go ahead and place that there. We'll finish the sketch, and then we're going to extrude this up a distance of I don't know. Let's see here. Oops, sorry, wrong button. Edit feature, 3.3 millimeters. I would have never remembered that dimension. Alright, so we'll do an extrusion of 3.3 millimeters. And that finishes that part of it off. The last thing that we have to do is create a 2D sketch on the surface of this. And all it is just a circle, and encompasses all of this, dimension to I believe it's 17. Let me double check. Sorry, I made this last night, not this morning. Sketch. The distance between is 2.5, so I was incorrect in doing that. So we'll just delete that dimension, create a dimension between the two concentric circles, and make that dimension 2.5 millimeters. We'll finish the sketch there. Go back over here to get what the extrusion depth was. And that is 3.3 divided by 2. And again, that's just a relation that I made. And make sure to click the cut and switch the direction so that's going into the part. And that should be all it takes for this guy right here.